In this episode, we are going to move forward in the journey of Laravel 7 learning. So in the last episode, we have installed Laravel 7 as the name 7, and now let's drag it on the VS Code. I like to have a VS Code. You can use PHP Storm if you like, but yeah, here we are. So firstly, let me tell you about the VS Code. So VS Code is having a theme of material theme and also the icon of material icon. So if you need, you can just install these extensions from here, and that's it. And if you want this Z shell configuration, how you can configure the Z shell, you can go to the Bitfumes website. And in this Bitfumes website, you can just go to free courses, and then you have the tools. In this tools, you have a Mac OS, and in this Mac OS, you can have Z shell, and also you can search about how to configure Z shell on Windows. That will be a good. Cool. So first thing first, what I will do, I will firstly say git init. Okay, so get started, and first for 7. And yeah, we have. So let's start the server, and I will use PA as the alias I have created. And once more, if you want all my alias, you can go to gist.github.com/sarthaksavvy, and you can have all my configurations related to VS Code, related to Vim, related to PHP CS Fixer, everything, or the Z shell. Cool. So PA, that means PHP artisan, and then serve. So it is now done. So let's open localhost 8000, and here we have the Laravel. But how this page came, and how this Laravel, where this Laravel is there, where this all link are there. So for that, I can take you to a page called route. So here is the route directory, not a page, directory, and here we have a 4 file. And the first file we can focus is a web.php, and in this web.php you can see we have a route. Routing is actually what we type here. So if we say localhost 8000/blog, then you can configure that here, and we will see how we can do that. So here we have slash. If I do just slash, this means I'm talking about the base URL, that means the local host. Or if I say bitfumes.com, so that home page will be. So home page is saying that, okay, route, we are creating a route, a get route. So if you are familiar with the get and post, and then we have a closure. Closure is just a function. Okay, so this closure is returning view, and this view is a helper function of Laravel, which is saying that there is a welcome string. So what this view is actually doing, let's see. So how I go there. So I just press command for Mac and control for Windows, and then click here. I can move to helpers.php file, which is inside vendor Laravel. So it's a core Laravel thing. So it says view and get the view, and then it is doing something kind of factory kind of thing, and it says make view. I didn't get. So let's make it easy. We are not going too deep. It says return a view of welcome. So where is this welcome view? So we have the view inside this resources, views, and welcome.blade.php. Long name. But here we have just defined welcome, and here we have the welcome.blade.php. So because Laravel knows that every view is suffixed with .blade.php, so we don't have to explicitly define it. And now you can see it's having that Laravel string here, and all these links are also there. So what if I change it to Bitfumes and save this file? If I go refresh this, you can see this is now converted to Bitfumes. This proves that this is the actual HTML. Or what if I remove everything and I will just say Bitfumes here, and everything is cleaned. So this is the way Laravel first page is welcome page, and that welcome page comes from here. And now you are worrying about what is this .blade.php. I know .php. What is .blade.php? So .blade, or I can simply say Blade, is a template engine. Template engine gives you more power on the HTML with PHP. So here you can see we have some magical thing. It is @if and @auth else. What is these things? These are coming because of the blade template engine. And the way we define any blade file is suffixed with .blade.php. So this is the simplest way to have this to return any view. So we can create our own view. So it's very easy. We can say home.blade.php. Inside I will create a simple HTML tag, and I can say it is home, and I can say inside h1 tag here welcome home. And how we return the home.blade.php, similar to welcome, I can replace it with home. So now if I go here, you can see instead of that welcome page, now we have a welcome home page. So this is the way you can define, and this is the way how Laravel get started with the home page. One more thing I want to show you is that we have lots of other files and folders. So let's just go through all the file and folder that makes our life easier to understanding the Laravel functionality. So I will start with the composer.json file, and composer.json file is a simple file just like a package.json file which define all the dependencies. So it says required dependencies, which is PHP and some other packages. Here Laravel framework is itself a package. So here we have defined Laravel 7. Then some development related packages. So dev packages are there, and some other configurations. So every package defined in composer.json is actually comes inside this vendor directory. So that's why this vendor directory is very huge, and we never commit this vendor directory to our GitHub repository. That's why we have a git ignore, and inside git ignore we have excluded vendor to push into the GitHub. Similarly, you can see we have also excluded .env file. So what is this .env file? So .env file is an environmental file. Environmental file is the place where you put all the configuration related thing, all the key, all the settings of your project. Why this is important? Because on local, when you are developing things, then the environment and the keys are different compared to the development. So that's why when we are developing, we have a different environment, and by just changing the values inside this .env file, our whole project will become live. And that's the power of using .env. So in this .env we have a name of application, and then environment defined. There is a key. The app key is used to encrypt the session ID or the cookies we are storing using the PHP through Laravel. Then we have a debugging. That means whenever there is an error, it will show the error. Then the app URL and the database connection and some other things we will see later. So this is all about getting started with Laravel and understanding Laravel 7 configuration, welcome page, directories, and some of the file. We will see all the directories and inside directories as the time comes.